In stories making headlines this hour, South African Human Rights Commission calls for urgent action to resolve Eastern Cape child hunger crisis, and over 1,000 Eastern Cape schools earmarked to be closed. Good afternoon. With us, Gu FM News 3. I'm Mamukelang Marani. The South African Human Rights Commission, SAHRC, has called for a state of disaster to be declared and urgent action to be taken to resolve the hunger crisis in the Eastern Cape. Following an in-depth investigation, the SAHRC found that the child hunger in the Eastern Cape qualifies as a disaster and should be declared as such under the Disaster Management Act. The Commission says it has presented its recommendations to government, and if the recommendations are not applied, it will take the government to court. SAHRC chairperson Chris Nyson says they need to deal with the systematic nature of poverty and starvation and hunger, unemployment and all of that in that province. In other news, close to 1,000 schools in the Eastern Cape have been earmarked for permanent closure due to dwindling learner numbers. This is part of the Regionalization and Alignment Program, which aims at restructuring the schooling system and more effective resources allocation at public schools. Addressing the media in East London on plans for the 7th administration, Education MEC Fundile Gade says a consultation process with affected schools and communities has commenced. For them to have an effective schooling system, they need to go the rationalize, reduce the number of small unavailable schools as Eastern Cape province so that they can get as early as possible the 100% they want as a province.